Good afternoon. For 4 News Now, I'm Rob King. Welcome to today's kxly-plus Daily Rundown. I'll take you through some of the top local headlines and give an inside look as to what the 4 News Now team is working on for you today. Let's start with a look outside. It's going to be hot pretty much around the region. Some areas are going to stay in the 70s, luckily, but other areas, if you can see Moses Lake, Tri-Cities, they're going to be touching 90 today, and that 90 degrees is expected to reach the Spokane Coeur d'Alene Metro by about the weekend. It's a nice start to the day, but around the 4 or 5 o'clock hours when we're expecting some thunderstorms to start to move in, we could see some hail, we could see lightning, so be aware of that as you commute home from your day at work. And those overnight storms could continue into Wednesday, though the chance is less. If it's going to happen, it's going to be today most likely. Looking ahead into the rest of the week, after that, those clouds are going to clear out and temperatures are going to rise where we could be staying in the 90s into next week. So it's a little cooler today. Try to enjoy it while you can. Let's take a look at what the team is working on today. We'll start with Natalie Grant. She's out in Moscow today, where at the Latah County Courthouse, Moscow murder suspect Brian Kohberger is expected to appear today. His defense team is making multiple arguments. There's going to be a lot of arguments being heard in today's hearings. It's going to be covering about multiple different motions. One of them is going to be a motion to stay, which his defense is going to look to put a halt into proceedings until they can get more information. Some of the information they're looking for is the DNA information, and they've raised concerns, the defense team, about the genealogy database that was used to indict Kohberger. They also want more information about the grand jury and how the indictment came about. In addition, the latest news was that yesterday the state announced that they would be seeking the death penalty if Kohberger is convicted. And if convicted, that would make him the 9th person on Idaho death row. The last person to be executed in Idaho was 2012. And recently, Idaho just approved a firing squad as a method of the death penalty if the chemicals used for lethal injection are unavailable. So there's a lot of moving parts in this case, and Natalie Grant will be in the courtroom today and we'll have the latest details if the judge, John Judge, chooses to make any decisions today regarding all the motions that they will be hearing. There's also a lot of good articles on our web right now that kind of have more details about what these hearings are about, which you can find at kxly.com. In addition, this morning, Destiny Richards was out south of Deer Park, where Spokane County Sheriff's Office and SWAT was called. Now, what they have told us was that an intoxicated man with a gun was making threats against his own life and possibly die suicide by cop. This was at the area of West Hamilton Road and North Short Road. It happened around 5 a.m. That's when the call came in about the person. He did safely surrender around 7:30 a.m. Fortunately, no one was hurt in this, and it does not appear at this time that the individual will be facing charges. Instead, it's a mental health crisis, and they will try to get that man the help that he needs. That transitions nicely, though, into what Aaron Luna has been working on for about a week now. He has a special report coming up on Thursday. He's going to be looking at Spokane County SWAT. Now, they've been reporting a higher number of calls, going to about 1 a week, and Aaron is going to be speaking with SWAT about why this is important, and we have a nice little video, a little tease for you to watch right here.
The Spokane County SWAT team, they're being deployed more often, on average once a week. 4 News Now wanted to know why, and how does new technology help them protect you? Aaron Luna reports. Thursday only on 4 News Now at 6.
In addition to that special report, I'll be speaking with Aaron tomorrow about the process, doing a little insider look where we can talk about the nitty-gritty about what it was like going out to ride along with SWAT, how that process worked, and a lot of the times Aaron will have information that's not going to make it to the special report video, so you can find out exclusive information on kxly+. Moving on, Allison Martinez, she is taking a look at a Pride event over the weekend, a Perry Pride. There were reports of white supremacists in that area of Perry Street Pride. We did at least see some video of individuals appearing to do the Nazi salute over the Arthur Street Bridge. In addition, a local inclusive church reported that they had pride flags stolen from their location. So Allison is going to be investigating about what happened in that area over the weekend. Vanessa Perez, she is looking at the Central Valley School District. Now, they're reporting that due to a lack of enrollment, their funding from the state is being cut by about $2.5 million, a significant amount for the second largest school district in our area. This could lead to a cut in programs, a loss of jobs for teachers and staff. So Vanessa is reaching out to the school district to see what they are expecting now that they're not going to have that money and what could be happening moving forward. 4 News Now's Peter Choi. He's going to be at a local park today, where last night the Spokane City Council did pass a park ordinance that's going to elevate from a lesser crime to a misdemeanor now. It was just an infraction earlier if you were in the parks outside of park hours. Now, parks do have hours, even though they are kind of always, you can always go through them, but be aware that they do have operating hours. So now if you are in the parks outside those operating hours, you could be charged with a misdemeanor by the Spokane Police Department. This is in city parks. By the way, this new ordinance did pass last night. Not everyone's for it. Some people were concerned about, what if I'm just walking home from work and it happens to be after hours? Will I get in trouble? Will I have that on my record? So Peter is going to be looking what happens now. Where do they go moving forward? I know they've talked about putting new signs into city parks to alert people, and then see where they can go from here. So Peter Choi will have that. Closing out with, if you're looking for something to do with the family this evening, getting some culture, go see the final Best of Broadway show at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Aladdin premieres tonight. That's going to be fun. It's going to run through Sunday here in Spokane. Again, First Interstate Center of the Arts. The show opens tonight. Tonight's also media night, so some of our KXLY friends are going to be out there, so feel free to say hi if you see them. Aladdin, takes the Disney movie, put it on a Broadway show. I believe the Broadway show opened in about 2014, so now it's coming here if you're looking for something fun to do. It's not just a shot-for-shot remake of the movie. There are different songs, different storylines, so it could be fun. Be sure to check that out. Again, Aladdin opens tonight. So that's all we have for today's KXLY Plus Daily Rundown. Be sure to download KXLY Plus on your connected TVs. That's Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. You can also download the 4 News Now mobile app to turn on notifications so you get the latest in breaking news in your community. Also, be sure to download the First Alert Weather app. With these thunderstorms moving in, you're going to want to know if there's lightning striking in your area, and you can watch the live forecast on the First Alert Weather app. So thank you for joining. We have normal newscasts tonight, beginning with 4 News Now at 5, where you can find all those stories and more coming up. But for now, live in studio, I'm Rob King for KXLY+.